handling objections. Some of you know it, some of you don't. So we're going to go over it again. I suggest paper and pen and write these things down. Number one, never argue and always agree. If you argue, if you say no, if you make them wrong, who wins? Definitely not you. So never argue, always agree. So I can appreciate that. I understand that. I get it. Most people think just like you. So agree. Do not argue with them. Number two, very important. Smile and nod your head. Smile and you nod your head. Well, I'm sorry, you want me to cut my commission? I'm sorry, I can't do that. But thank you for asking. So it goes out very smoothly. You don't have to get frustrated about it. You don't have to be angry about it. Number three, ask a lot of questions. So when you want to handle the objection, ask another question. Don't tell. Telling is not selling. Telling is repelling. Selling is asking questions. So ask another powerful question, an open-ended question. Make sense? Number four, listen carefully to the answers. When you are handling an objection or when you're talking to the prospect, a lot of us, and I used to do that a lot, sometimes I still do it when I'm tired. What happens is when you're talking to the client, to the prospect, and you're asking the question, you're preparing the next question and answer before you hear their answer. And that's why a lot of times what you're going to hear is saying, you know what? It sounds to me you're interrogating me. I don't like that. Why are you asking all these questions? When you hear that, when the prospect turns around and tells you, you're asking too many questions, it's because you didn't give it the time to listen to what they have to say so you can handle it properly. So listen carefully to the answer. Number five, answer the objection only if it's necessary. So would you cut your commission? No. Any other questions? Now, if they turn around and ask it and say, well, there's the other agent I met with, they're cutting their commission. Now I need to handle it. But if I say no, any other question, and they're signing the contract, I don't need to handle it. So answer the objection only if it's necessary. Number six, very important, keep moving forward with your presentation and your questions. Keep moving forward. So I'm going to repeat them very quickly. Never argue, always agree. Smile and nod a lot. 3, ask a lot of questions, don't tell. 4, listen carefully to the answers. 5, answer the objections only if it's necessary. And 6, very important, move forward with your presentation. Don't stop. So, would you cut your commission? No. Any other questions? Great. Go ahead and sign the contract. Okay? So let's talk about objections for the coronavirus. What are the most common objections you guys are getting right now for the coronavirus? We don't know what's going to happen. Great. So basically that's it. I wanna wait until this passes, right? How we can sell when there are no visits, how we can buy. Also, if we sell, we can't buy if there's no visits. We know selling right now, no longer selling. We're going to wait until we see what happens. So all of these things. Do you have your paper and pen ready? I'm going to give you a very good question. So the most important thing about handling the objections for the coronavirus. Agree. You cannot dismiss the fact there's a coronavirus. A lot of people have lost friends and loved ones during this period. So when you're talking to the prospect, you cannot make light of this in any way or shape. Understood? So you gotta agree. Number 2, you got to approve. Number 3, very important during this period, you got to be understanding. Highlight that one, circle it, underline it. Understanding, you got to be understanding. So agree, approve, be understanding, and then ask them another 2 questions or even 3 questions if necessary, and then close for the virtual appointment. Very important that you mention the word virtual appointment so they understand that you are not going there and putting their lives at risk, nor yours. Understood?